Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week, I have one very special guest. Jeff, welcome back to the podcast.
Hey, Josh, great to be here. I don't know if the special fits, but hey, I'll be considered at least a guest for sure.
Okay, well, just a regular guest.
Just a regular old guest.
I think you are. I mean, I think we do this every single time, but I think you're number one guest.
I'm getting awfully close, I feel like, to at least 10 shows.
Yeah, you're close to double digits.
I gotta be close. There's tens of us. No, yeah, it's excited to be here. What's nice is I feel like my plan is finally working. Jimmy is finally even just out of the picture.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
And it's just you and I. Hey,
Yeah.
This is what the people I feel like have wanted since my first episode. They're like, man, Josh and Jeff really bring the humor. I wish I could get a podcast for just them.
Yeah, now we're in a pure comedy podcast.
Yeah, we're not even watching TV tonight. We're just
we're
riffing.
Yeah, just 3 hours.
So there's a war going on? No.
It's just war.
There's a war? But that's all I know about podcasts.
I understand that Always Sunny reference.
I was going to say, what I know about podcasts is what this show teaches me and what Always Sunny teaches me. So
that's pretty good.
That's, I think, the only podcast out there. Either watch shows or you just talk about the war.
The war? The war?
There's a war?
There's a war?
Hopefully everyone got that reference. If not, they're going to be like, all right, we can go to the next episode.
And everyone's like, there's a fucking war, we know.
Yeah. Grabs which one? And I'm like, oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, I opened up too many can of worms. But
your premier political podcast, First and Last.
Yeah, welcome. This is our first and last political podcast.
Jeff, what do you think about tariffs? You're like, love them? No. How you been?
Good. Yeah, things are, moving along. It's Minnesota summer, and I feel like today was the first day where I'm like, not too humid, not rainy.
I walked outside.
It was perfect.
Yeah, I walked outside.
So I'm doing great.
Oh, shit, it's nice out.
Yeah.
I didn't expect
So
that.
let's just stay inside and watch TV.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when I went outside and saw how nice it was. I was like, God damn it, I wish I could watch some TV right now.
And then I texted you and I said, can you please come over and watch TV with me?
It worked out. So
everyone left me.
Yeah.
Joe's having a baby. Jimmy's drunk at a cabin, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm mostly just jealous because I'm working.
I honestly don't know what's more Minnesotan, is having a baby or being at a cabin for a weekend. One of those it's got to be top 5 each of just Minnesota people in general.
Minnesotans known for babies.
Just known for making babies.
Known for making babies. Well, I'll just go with the cabin part.
Yeah, probably just the cabin.
Cabin part. Because I don't make babies.
Oh, that's okay.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
It was 4th of July, so you obviously celebrated some form of our country's birth. Did anyone blow off a hand or lose any fingers where you were at?
No, nothing like that, but I will say, so I was telling you earlier beforehand, so for those that don't know, and probably none of you do, but my family, I'm from southern Minnesota, and a lot of my family's from Iowa, and so we did the classic thing where we actually went out to my dad's family's farm, and they came in.
They all think we only have farms out here, by the way.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're from Minnesota, and they're like, how many cows do you have?
Yeah, and honestly, that's a fair, but it's even exponentially so down in Iowa, I'm sure you can imagine. But, and yeah, they had one hell of a fireworks show, which was great, because, I mean, they just, huge barbecue, they got the fireworks going. And so no one blew off any hands, but I remember walking around, kind of saying goodbyes once, the fireworks were done, because it was already way past the kids' bedtime, thing like that. And I looked down at the field that they were lighting them off, and I'm like, we should probably do something about that. And I looked down there, and just the grass started on fire, and everyone else is drinking and having a good time. I'm like, we should probably go extinguish that before the rest of the cornfield lights up. But I don't know. I mean, it was pretty patriotic, honestly, with that fire too. So,
and you and 10 dudes went and peed on it, and everything was fine.
The amount I drank, I probably could have, easily.
You could have put it up.
Easily could extinguish that fire. So,
California needs to call you.
Just give me a few beers and send me out. But
that's good. Yeah, we were out during the day for a little bit, but then we're planning on potentially going and see fireworks, but it stormed like a madman over here. It stormed so much that we got water in our basement for the first time.
Oh, that's always a fun.
That's a rite of passage, right?
Yeah.
For a homeowner.
You know what? I think that's just a free carpet cleaning is what some people call that.
The wildest part is it's one of those things where I mean it was probably could have probably not had it happen. We have egress windows because we have 2 bedrooms downstairs, and one of the egress windows isn't like sealed on the side. And when it rained so torrential, like it rained just saying so much and like so fast, because it was just like everything. Like our gutters couldn't handle it. It was like overflowing, and it was almost like a little flash flood. And the window well in my office downstairs filled up, and the water came through the window, like
holy cow,
kind of thing. And I was like, oh well, that's probably great. And I looked the next day and I saw like where I assume where the line of the window, like water was in the window, and I was like, was the water like halfway up the window?
Yeah,
So-
I heard a lot of fireworks were canceled.
Yeah, I think our town's fireworks were canceled, actually.
Yeah, and so when I first heard that, I didn't hear it was because of storms. I just heard people work, and I'm like, well, that's bullshit. And then I heard rain, and I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense. And yeah, from the sounds of it, because I texted a buddy because I sent a picture of just like this farm, because again, it was one of those where I was like the sunset. And I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of pretty, and seemed pretty. Very American at the same. I don't know, but and he goes, "Where are you?" So I told him, and he goes, "It's raining harder than I've ever seen it rain."
And he was
ever.
around the cities?
Yeah, he's South Minneapolis.
Okay. Oh, I mean, so he's right
yeah,
next
so he's
to
right
us.
next to you guys,
Yeah.
and he was just like, "I've never seen it rain this hard before."
Yeah, it was wild. Yeah, and my girlfriend was like, "Oh, I had just like cleared out the front gutters a little bit because I was like, oh, I think there's stuff in the front of the house in the gutters. I'll clear it out." And I cleared it out maybe 2 days before that, and then like all the water's coming out over the gutters, and she was like, "I think you like missed a spot," and I was like, do you see how much it's raining? I don't think I missed anything. I think this is just more water than a gutter can handle.
Yeah, crazy,
So,
but well, good.
We didn't die. Everything's dry
Yeah, and all the equipment works.
and everything works. So
I would assume. I can't wait to hear this back and just everyone hears just underwater sounds.
yeah, it's just
They're like,
underwater.
holy shit! Is the water still in Josh's basement? They're like, well,
Joe's been trying to get me to do a podcast where I put me, Joe, and Jimmy in like left, right, and center, so people can like listen to us in stereo. And I think that number one would suck.
especially one that has like one earbud it. And you're
Yeah.
just like, the hell are they talking to?
Why is this guy keep responding to something? I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
And so maybe I can make Joe happy and just come up with a version of this episode where it's just water sounds.
It's just the sound effects, just like, Jesus, what the fuck?
I'm sure there is just a like an add-on or an effect that I can just put on both of our tracks and just say underwater.
Yeah, I think so. Man, it almost makes me feel like we should have picked a water episode and just be like, should we just watch Kevin Costner's Waterworld? Just
Yeah, we just want to.
we'll watch the first 20 minutes of the movie, and then we'll watch the last 20 minutes of the movie.
Man, I feel like that movie gets a lot of like people make fun of it, but I feel like I think that's a great movie.
I mean, it's not as bad as I feel like how much hate it gets,
No, definitely not.
but
There's so many jet skis.
It is one where I feel like it's so bad. There's some entertaining parts. Like, it's not one of those, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's two versions of bad movies. The ones that are like that.
They're just bad.
It's terrible.
Like The Flash.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just a bad.
And then there's like The Room where I'm like, that's so bad.
It's pretty fun.
That's pretty funny.
It's pretty fun.
So I think
Like,
Waterworld teeters.
I'd never tell someone that they should go and watch The Suicide Squad 2016, but I would say go watch Waterworld.
Yeah.
For sure.
Especially if you had a few drinks and you're just like, yeah, throw it on.
Take like 3 shots and then go watch Waterworld.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a blast.
Get yourself a waterbed.
Every time
Take a few gummies. Put on Waterworld.
and every time Kevin Costner drinks his pee, I'd take another shot. That's probably only once or twice.
Yeah, it's enough.
Well, today. Well, not today, I guess, yet, because I have to tell everybody what this podcast is. I never do this.
It's all right. Yeah, well.
Do I know what this podcast is about? I believe this podcast called First and Last is where we watch the first episode of a TV show, talk about it, say our feelings, and then we make predictions on what's going to happen in the final episode of the podcast. Kind of do a general overview and then see how we did on our predictions. We have a 25 episode season competition throughout everybody that's on it. Jeff, honestly, if you do well tonight, you probably will be beating me in this season.
Love it.
Because I feel like I've scored like 1 or 2 points. We're on episode 12, by the way, of season 18.
Love that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really doing a great
You're
job.
really getting seasoned here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're kind of new, too. Have you seen the first and last April Madness Wrestling Championship belt?
I was looking at that when I got down here earlier.
Yeah.
And regardless of what it's for, it looks spectacular.
Right?
Yeah.
It almost makes it look like what we're doing right now is a legit thing.
Yeah. You clearly have the funding for it. Cripes.
Well, given to us by superfan Aunt Nancy. Hi, Aunt Nancy.
No, that's a good shout out.
Yeah.
It's a good sponsor. Is she the new sponsor?
Pretty much.
Dang, Aunt Nancy not coming through.
This week's episode is sponsored by Aunt Nancy.
Aunt Nancy.
Thank you for being alive.
Yeah, doing your thing.
That's what First and Last is for the uninitiated. But today we are going to do the Righteous Gemstones. 4 seasons, 36 episodes. HBO from 2019 August to May 4th, 2025. So actually, it's only been over for a little over a year.
I was gonna say I thought it just ended.
No.
And I was telling you earlier too. Like this is, I think, the many episodes that I've done.
Yeah. Of the single to double digit episodes you've done.
That teetering, but I think this is the first one where I've heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
But really don't know anything about it. And it's one I've been wanting to watch because I've heard good things.
Yeah.
But if I think about all the other shows I've watched here for the podcast, I've either heard something of it, seen the full series, whatever. So, one, I'm excited to see this because, again, it was on my list anyways.
Yeah.
So, hopefully it's not that type of show where it's going to, like, I don't really care about spoiling the last episode. But, I don't know. I'm excited to actually watch, again, a show that I know nothing about and actually give predictions that I feel like could happen.
Yeah, so you've never seen any of it.
No.
And neither have I either. Which I've always kind of wanted to. What's that? I get it mixed up with that Adam Sandler movie.
Oh, what's this one called? Righteous Gemstones?
This one's Righteous Gemstones.
I was about to say, Adam Sandler and Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe it's just Gemstone. No.
It's something.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it is now. But from what I know of this show, it follows like a televangelist family.
Is that what it is? Okay. I was gonna say again. I just said I didn't know anything, but I thought it was like a mega church, but maybe it could be a televangelist. Like
it's what's
the same.
They're streaming it.
Yeah, I love it, but yeah, that's So I don't know. I feel like it's a pretty stacked cast though.
Danny McBride.
Yep.
Of what I would say, Hot Rod fame.
I love that you choose Hot Rod.
That's when I think of Danny McBride, I think of Hot Rod.
Yeah, Eastbound and Down I feel like is a big one.
Yeah. I mean, there's better ones,
but
obviously.
I mean, I think it's a great pull to have him in Hot Rod.
Hot Rod is such a good fucking movie.
Drinking Mountain Dew all goddamn day, so pretty jacked. But
Adam Devine,
yep.
Apparently. I didn't realize he was in the show of Workaholics. I think that's actually why people know him.
Yep.
At some point, we got a Walton Goggins.
Walton, not Walter. That was my mistake.
I feel like I want to become a Walton head, or maybe a Goggins file.
One, I hope both of those are things. That'd be phenomenal. There's a part where it's like I've always looked at him, and there's like a few other actors and actresses out there. I'm like, I'd love their career. A ton of like, I feel like. I know he's been in stuff,
right?
But can't tell you what he's like. What you're famous for?
Yeah. What's up with Walton Goggins?
Like I feel like Judy Greer is one of like she's always the like best friend in like rom-coms, but you never like she's clearly this. Or
I mean, I know Judy Greer essentially because of Arrested Development.
I was gonna say the amount of people that know Arrested Development, but I feel like for a while Because like I always look at, she was like the best friend in, I think it's 13 going on 30 is like the one I'm thinking of. But then she played like that sidekick role, I feel like in almost like 8 or 9 different rom-com type. And I'm like, think of the paycheck. Think of like these, like 13 going on 30 or whatever. I'm sure it's on like replay all the time on like TV show. I'm like, man, that'd be a heck of a career, you know? So I feel like Walton Goggins is something like that too, or just a steady work throughout his career. And
he's in the new Fallout series on Amazon, so he's finally made it big. Good for him.
Yep. And then he was on White Lotus. I feel like when the last season of this came out, I think it was White Lotus, Fallout, and so it was like a big year. So 25 must have been a big year for good old Walton.
For the Gogs.
Yep.
John Goodman.
Oh, dang.
He's in this show. That's a big boy. Like, well known. He's also kind of a big boy. But like, I didn't mean it like that.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. What can I say? John Goodman of Cloverfield fame. Just try to.
Yeah. Of Nerds, from Nerds fame. Wasn't he the coach?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. That's where I know John Goodman from.
Yeah. What do you think is? You think Danny McBride is like the pastor guy, or like just a dysfunctional like uncle or cousin?
I keep saying I don't know, but from what I've heard, I feel like the John Goodman is like the patriarch.
Yeah.
And I feel like Danny McBride, Adam
Devine.
I almost said Adam Levine. I'm like, he's not.
Wrong
and
one.
then the actress that's in it, I think, are his 3 kids.
What's her name? I don't know. Nope, that's not the right one. I'm clicking on names to see if I can't figure it out. Edie Patterson.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Is that it?
Yep. So her and the other 2 I think are his kids, and it's just. And again, they're a mega.
It's like
church.
Succession, but church.
Yeah, very much. That
Let's
is
just
literally what it is. That's what it says on IMDb. No.
Let's declare what this show is before either one of us has ever seen.
Yeah, should
any
we make
bit
predictions for the first episode? Make it just double down?
God revives someone like Lazarus.
Could be.
Someone. I bet they hit someone in the forehead and they fall down.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
There's got to be some incident at the church that.
You think they're like a snake church or a flag church?
I don't know what a flag church is.
Well, they wave flags.
Oh.
Same as snakes, you know?
They wave snakes at it.
Hold snakes up.
When you said snake
flags.
church, I'm like, I feel like more voodoo, and I'm like, I don't know if that's the kind of church.
You think there's
But
gonna be
I also don't know if there's a church where they start just waving snakes around.
You think there's gonna be a tiny shrunken head in this church?
Man, that'd be a real twist that I'm here for. So
it's a voodoo.
Yeah, but it's like it's all these like comedic actors, and we turn out just like a super serious like X-Files type. We're like, oh my god. But I don't know.
What's that cop show with I don't remember his name.
Cops.
All right. McConaughey.
Oh, True Detective.
It's True Detective, but it's just
all comedic actors.
Voodoo snake church comedic actors.
Like, this is the weirdest. Granted, I would watch that show.
I don't know what to feel about this, but I think I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I might be able to find out what this first episode's called if IMDb is gonna do me a solid. Oh, well, there you go. Titular episode: The Righteous Gemstones is what it's called.
There you go.
Directed and written by Danny McBride, and it was originally released on August 18th, 2019. All right, Jeff, let's get into it. We're going to watch this, and we'll be back after that. And we're back from the first episode of The Righteous Gemstones, episode with the same name, Righteous Gemstones. A little write-up directly from HBO itself. Upon returning from a baptism marathon in China, Jesse Gemstone receives a video from blackmailers seeking to sully his reputation.
Bum, bum, bum.
Well, I guess high level, Jeff, what'd you think?
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
I think it was, so yeah, it started like the thing says, baptism marathon. It was kind of funny because, again, it got that vibe of, all right, it's a mega church and they're doing these, these grandiose things, and they're like baptizing, and they show this giant pool, so like baptismal pool, and out of nowhere you hear like sirens and strobe lights, and they ended up actually in a wave pool. And so the waves started going. I'm like, that feels like a really good start to a show.
Yeah.
And it was kind of that same humor throughout. There wasn't any like laugh out loud, but there was quite a bit of haha, smile. Like it was entertaining, especially for a first episode.
It was all very ridiculous the whole time.
Yeah.
I also enjoyed it. I would, I think, after seeing this first episode, roll right into the second one if possible.
Yeah.
So it did good. This one was an hour, and it looks like all the other ones are like half an hour kind of thing. So this is just a long one to get us acclimated to the Gemstone family. I mean, the basic premise is that the Gemstones, which is their last name, they're a past like family of religious zealots that run a mega church.
Yep. Well, yeah, it's like John Goodman's character, so Eli Gemstone.
Eli, yep.
It seems like him and his wife started this church. Obviously, all the kids are adult and grown up or whatever, and the mom has passed. But clearly, yeah, they have made this empire, because I think the one mass or one church service they showed was in like an NBA arena.
It was insane.
Yeah. So it was just, again, that was partially why I chuckled too, because it's just a crazy concept to me of these churches filling out like stadiums.
Well, and it's funny is there's a couple other like local-ish pastors or in the area pastors, and they have congregations that they call like you small congregations.
Yeah.
And they have like 1,500, 1,000, 800, like they're huge churches.
Yeah.
And they're like, maybe all of your churches combined we'd care about kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just like all this little Christian mafia.
Yeah, it wasn't interesting because it's like I feel like that was partially like a setup of like, all right, are these the quote unquote villains of the season, even though they're obviously not the villains of the show, if that makes sense. But yeah, it was funny because each church, I think they said the one that was small was 700, and I'm like, that's still pretty big.
It's such a
for
big
one town. There's 4 or 5 mega churches, and I'm like, it's pretty good. But I guess Texas,
Is that where this is supposed to be?
I thought it was Texas.
Okay. I didn't quite catch it where they were supposed to be at, but so yeah, Jesse, who is Danny McBride, Kelvin, who is Adam Devine, and Judy, who is Edie Peterson. Those are the 3 children of the show. Eli, like we said, was John Goodman, and he's the patriarch.
Yeah.
Of the family and whatnot, and then Jesse gets back. They all get back from China, and then Jesse gets a text message from somebody being like, "You need to give me $1 million." So he meets up with them, but the whole thing is, they send him this video, and it's him of like he's doing coke with like a topless chick, and then a dude just with his dick out.
Who I think's another member of the church. So I think it's like all those guys.
Was it the guy that got shot?
I was going to say, I think it was all the guys that were helping him get so I think it was all these guys.
Because one of his friends, there's like 4 of his just random friends that he like told this about, that he's getting blackmailed, and they were trying to help him. And one of them, his name was Chad, and he eventually got shot with a shotgun later on. And I think it might have been his. I think it was his naked PP that we saw.
Yeah,
which is funny.
Because they thought it was one of the rival pastors that were blackmailing him.
Yeah, and that was what is his name? Johnny Seasons. Was they call him John Wesley Seasons, played by Dermot Mulroney. Yeah, of Other Things fame. He's like one of those guys. Like I recognize him.
Just another. I always feel like I jump straight to New Girl.
With him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which again, he's been in the.
Did he like date Zoe?
He dated Zoe for a while, but he was like the one that was like 45.
Yeah.
But, anyways.
Yeah, and he's kind of like the main rival pastor.
Yeah.
When he's got like 1,400. I don't know how much the Gemstones church is, but it seems it's like 5,000 or something like that. It's massive.
Yeah.
Some wild. And so the rest of the episode is essentially Jesse freaking out constantly, trying to figure out what he's going to do because the blackmailers want $1 million by Sunday night, or they're going to release this video of him doing drugs around a bunch of naked people.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to get it. They live. We should talk about the compound in which the Gemstones live in,
which has their own amusement park, like the Righteous Park or
the Righteous Park. Yeah.
But yeah, the whole entire compound, each family member has their own
mansion. Yeah.
But yeah, obviously an hour, especially when we look at the rest, are all half hour, but I think the episode did a good job really, truly developing like each character. Because looking at like the oldest brother, so Danny McBride, wife, kids, you get some background of.
And he has 3 kids.
3 kids.
But we only see 2 because one of them's like ran away or something.
It seems like a very touchy subject.
Yeah, but his kids' name are Abraham, Pontius.
Which doesn't give the kid a chance.
Which is great.
Yeah.
And then the one that's not around,
Gideon.
His name's Gideon.
Yeah.
And so he ran. We don't really know anything besides he's just not there anymore. But seemingly alive.
But then you get Judy, who's the middle, that's engaged. Her fiance is living with her, and that's kind of a funny thing throughout because every time someone knocks on their door, obviously they're trying to hide that they're living together. But she tells him to hide, and he finds like a chair that he's clearly way bigger, or he's like behind the wall, peeking and gets caught. Like, I don't know why I found that really funny. They're like hide, and he's like this huge mansion, and he finds like a chair. I don't know. That was just
Adam Devine's character came over and was like, "Are you here alone?" And she's like, "Of course I'm here alone." And then like BJ, her fiance, he could have just stayed in the bedroom,
bathroom, wherever,
and he crawled out, and he could see his head like pointed over like the stairs.
Yeah.
And Adam Devine's like, "Is that BJ? I see BJ right there."
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, that's a statue."
Yeah. So again, that's the type of humor that was like the whole, where it wasn't like super laugh out loud funny, but these like quirky, like, oh my God, so that's why
I mean,
liked it. And then,
she said she got a deal on the statue because it had a weird penis.
yeah, just. And then the youngest, Adam Devine, so the Calvin, was single, living by himself, except for his friend Keith, who's a reformed Christian. I think they said he was a devil worshiper. Yeah,
reformed Satanist.
Yeah.
He's got 666 tattooed on his chest.
Yeah, but then just seemed very just odd and off the entire time. But
did you get the vibe that they're like totally gonna kiss?
Yeah, there's definitely some.
They're a little
homoerotic.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I like that the hour or the episode was an hour because again, I feel like did a really nice job developing the characters because even with John Goodman's Eli, like they really drove home like he's struggling with the death of his wife. So yeah, I didn't know if I said that, but so their mom died and they didn't really go back how long ago she may have died
we're not
whatever, but she's gone and so because I think they showed him eating dinner and he like would talk to the picture of them. And then I think the very end of the episode, he popped in like an old VHS of like probably one of their early services. So I think that played into some of my predictions potentially.
Yeah, we got a good like sense that she was definitely the glue that held this family together.
Yeah.
And without her, things are kind of crumbling a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, they have private jets, mansions, an amusement park, anything they want. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's
but it's not theirs, it's the church's.
Yeah, it's not their
It's not their private jet, it's the church's.
Yeah. Exactly. Let's see. Well, and then we had the blackmailers and we never saw their faces. They were both in masks, like devil masks. Yeah. So he tries to right away he tries to get the money, he being Jesse. He tries to get the money. He tries to get it from
their accountant.
This one, is that who he is? Just an accountant?
Yeah.
And he asks for like $1 million because he wants to start something. Then he's like, well, I can't give you $1 million for talking to your dad.
Yep.
And he's like, no, it's a secret. I want to do it, whatever. So he doesn't get it from him. Then he tries to get $500,000 from Adam Devine's character, Kelvin, so they could split it and pay for it. And then Adam Devine's kind of like, screw you.
Yeah.
Like, that's not my problem. And then he decides that John Wesley Seasons, the other, like, the smaller rival pastor, he decides that he's the one that's blackmailing him. He's like, it's got to be him. So then they go to his house. Jesse and like 4 of his friends, they have like little
like gas station, like defending. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Very little things you like. They're size of a pen. And you hold them. They have a name, and I forget what they were, but they're just like little metal rods that you jab people with. And they go to try to like beat him up or tell him to stop, and then he hears them and shuts all that stuff, and then shoots a shotgun through his shed
so that's
door.
how the guy gets shot
and shoots Chad. And then after that happens, then the other 2 siblings meet up with Jesse after they find out that Judy is like, I have the money, and she just has the money hidden in like their worship, like kind of like
Sunday school,
the community center named after them. So they go and grab it, which is really funny. Did you catch when they moved like this thing so she climbed up to the vent, and then she goes, God bless you, vent.
Yeah.
They just do those little like weird, like, you know, funny like Christian trope things.
Well, what's so funny part is like, so it all starts off with, so the 3 men in the family are the ones in China.
Yeah.
And so right away you could tell, because when they get back, the sister, you know, is there to greet them and things like that. And she's like, oh, I wish I could have gone. Seems like fun. So it's one of those like already again set up the dynamics where like they clear, like at least this family or this church or whatever clearly just do not treat her as an equal whatsoever. I think she's like the secretary, and I'm like,
yeah. They made a lot of references to like, you know, like Jesse would be like, my wife and I were equals, and he's like, baby, will you go get me this right now?
Yeah.
Like, you know, or will you?
Yeah,
and
I
she's
would
like,
never talk to my wife like that. She goes, all right, honey, but can I talk now?
She's like, may I speak now, honey?
Yeah.
Like kind of thing. Very submissive women. They're definitely poking jokes at the guys pretend like they're like, no, we're all equals, and then they're just not whatsoever. But they get the money, and then they go to meet the blackmailers in the parking lot of Rim Style, which I believe is a tire store.
Yeah, gotta be.
Hopefully,
yeah. Be actually really funny if it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they meet him there, and then they drop the bags off, and the guy, like one of the blackmailer guys, is coming to pick it up, and then they decide to like attack them. The gemstones attack the blackmailer guy, and they beat him up a little bit, but then the other blackmailer in the van starts shooting a gun at him. So then Judy drives away and then runs over the original guy.
Weird, really big donut.
Yeah.
like easily could have been avoided.
Yeah, it couldn't, like, it's like you had to have tried to hit that guy.
Did it by quote unquote accident.
Yeah, it runs him over. And then the other blackmailer like runs out of the car to like check on the person. They switch seats because so Judy and Jesse switch seats, so Jesse's now driving, and then he drives in a big old circle around, and then he's backing up. He backs up over the other person.
Yeah.
So presumably they at best severely injured 2 people, if not killed 2 people. And that's kind of like the end of the episode.
Yeah. Honestly, that was pretty funny because I did not expect that. Because I'll be like, I think I called it right away when the first blackmailer, or like the one blackmailer showed up, and it was he's like dressed as the devil, which kind of just again adds to it. But I was like, that's Walter Goggins for sure. Like it sounded exactly like so. If that's him, and I almost put a production of like we find out he was the original blackmailer or something like that. I got to imagine it's going to play into the story. Like it's pretty open ended, but that seems like just a season 1 trope and not.
Yeah, I'm like, man, where does this show go? Is the murder of 2 people a season 1 issue, or like
that's it?
You know,
or it'd be really fun if they just never talk about it ever again. Like that's
that's it.
Like, all right, cool, moving on. But yeah, it was good. It was entertaining. You're right. It was to a point where when it ended, Jimmy is too cheap to pay for the ad-free HBO. Hey, we'll eventually probably forgive him, but
not bloody likely.
But it jumped ads right after, and I was like, you could let it play. I'd be fine if we just roll right into the second one. But no, yeah, it was an entertaining first episode, that's for sure.
Yeah, really good. I would say one of the better first. It's not too many characters, which I always appreciate, but and then it also at least expounded on the ones that we knew. All 4 of the main Gemstones, the rival pastor, and then even some of the other related in-laws of like Amber, Jesse's wife, BJ, Judy's fiance, and Keith. Yeah. Keith's my favorite character, I think. He was just riding like a arcade motorcycle for a little bit and just being like, I gotta tell you something really deep right now, guy.
Yeah. So, yeah, to your point, yeah, it was great. Small group, but they also did a nice job, I think, setting up, if not the series for a bunch of stuff. Like, I think they did a good job setting up multiple storylines for the season. I feel like that's what every first episode of a season, I feel like, should somewhat do. Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't an empty episode, but didn't also give everything all at once. So.
Oh no! I mean, obviously, we still want to know so many things about this wild family.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty good. I don't know why I waited for this long to watch this show.
Yeah, it's been on my list for a while, but I don't know. Maybe I just subconsciously was like, I'll just wait till the podcast and then I'll watch the first and last episode and say I watched it.
Look at you.
So it worked out.
I kind of like watching. It's funny because this is number one. This is the worst way to watch TV. But also, if a show is really good, like a Frasier or like a Malcolm in the Middle or some of the other shows that I've watched all of since we've done this, if we hit this final episode and it's like, this episode rocks too, it's so easy to go back and you watch the whole thing. Like you start in episode 2, watch the whole thing, and then you just rewatch the finale one more time.
I feel like you should just like flip-flop, so you watch the first and last.
Yeah.
Second to last.
Oh God.
And just your series finale is like the absolute middle show. And you're like, I don't know how we got to this beat. You're just like, oh, this is a random Wednesday afternoon show. Just try it. Just once.
Really, really hate my life.
It'd be kind of funny.
Well, anything else before we get into some predictions?
No, I think we kind of hit everything.
I'm reading some of my notes. Oh, the only other note I had was like their big Sunday service, and I was just the wild amount of money because it showed like them counting the money afterwards.
Yeah, it literally was like Scarface at the end.
Yeah.
Again,
it was insane.
These mega churches, again, just blow my mind. It's just crazy. Because it's not just the size of them, the money that comes in, and then the family that has started it, the kickback that it's crazy. It's crazy. That's why I think I assumed this takes place in Texas. I feel like the majority of those.
It's like Texas or Florida.
Yeah.
That's where this is.
Gives me a Texas vibe.
It does.
But,
they do. I thought they said Talladega at some point, but they said something completely else. But that would have been Florida, right?
Yeah. Good job.
I know my geography.
There you go. I'm proud of you.
I know one city in.
I figured you're just a big NASCAR fan with the Talladega Nights.
Oh yeah, something 500.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah, the 350.
Who doesn't love watching a car go in a circle 400 times? I can tell you who does. This guy, and that's me. What do you have for predictions?
All right, I'll jump into. I feel like I played it safe because I think I got in my head of like, hey, if I get multiple, I'm looking to climb the ranks here.
I love it. You can pull ahead of me. I promise.
So I'll jump in. I feel like he hasn't, but I feel like in that episode, I feel like John Goodman dies.
Oh, okay. So you think he's alive at the beginning and is dead by the end?
I think he's dead by the end.
Okay.
But yes, I think he starts off. So I think that episode. I think Judy becomes the leader of the church. I think shocks both boys. I think it's gonna be one where like the mom put in like the will and dad never changed it, and so I think she becomes the leader of the church. I think Gideon will be back. Granted, honestly, I think that's one where he pops up season 1, so he might just become season 1, and sure, he's there at the end, but I think it'll count.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I think it goes very Schitt's Creek, and they get audited and end up losing everything somehow. I don't know how you can audit a church, things like that, but I think something will happen, i.e. potential audit, and I think they lose everything.
All right. So, number 1, I think Eli is dead or gone.
Oh.
So, You want him to be alive right away, and I think we start off.
So you think he's already gone?
He's dead or gone.
All right.
Number 2, I think Kelvin and Keith finally embrace their love.
That's a good one.
I wrote Kelvin plus Keith in a heart.
That's a good way to write a prediction.
Yeah.
Anytime you can put a heart around two names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3, I think we witness a miracle.
Oh, dang.
This is a show about God,
It is.
and you know what? I want to see a miracle.
I want it. Love it.
And then number 4, I think Jesse retreats to a foreign nation.
Starts a church, or just he needs to get out of Dodge?
I think he's trying to get out of Dodge.
Yep.
But I believe by the end of this episode, he is not living in the United States of America.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I would love it if we end up watching this whole series, which, again, I probably will. They never talk about the 2 guys they ran over ever again. And then the last season, or the last episode, it comes up, and people have to be like, oh, yeah, shit, I forgot.
They murdered 2 people
4 years ago that they yeah, but.
That's wild.
And then he goes to Brazil.
And then he runs away to Brazil.
Yeah.
He probably lives in like Cuba or something like that.
Is that Bradley Cooper?
This one?
Sorry, spoiler.
Ooh, what?
There was an image, I thought it was Bradley Cooper.
I missed it. I was just scrolling through, listeners, the
Dang.
HBO thumbnails to get to the end.
Sorry.
The
Bradley Cooper was not walking around Josh's basement.
Holy shit, is Bradley Cooper in my house? In the first and last studios?
Yeah, he was here. Guest star.
Hey, hey guys.
But
I'm Rocket Raccoon. Cool dude. So the final episode of The Righteous Gemstones is That Man of God May Be Complete.
oh boy.
I guess we will see what that means, and we'll be back after that. And we are back from the final episode of The Righteous Gemstones. That man of God may be complete.
May be complete.
May be complete. I have a little bitty write-up from IMDb. Still reeling from a brush with fate, the Gemstones head to Galilee Gulch, where their faith is put to the ultimate test.
That does not describe. That's like the most generic description of. I feel like that could have been any of the episodes, I would imagine, but
Right.
all right, here we are.
Oh, so number 1, it doesn't say anything about what happened at the very beginning, which is they all Jesse and Eli belong to this secret society.
Yeah, again, every time I feel like every 5 minutes I kept reminding myself, like, you mentioned it before we watched them, like, this is the worst way to watch television. I'm like, yeah, there's like 5 or 6 different things that I'm like, what is happening? Secret societies. Sean William Scott's like a main character.
Yeah, Megan Mullally's here all of a sudden.
Like, so they picked up some stars along the way, but
And Walton Goggins is in this
yeah,
episode.
We'll never know if he was the guy, but
I'm assuming he didn't get run over by a van.
yeah, he did not look like he was squished, so I would assume that was not him in the first episode. So,
But he's in. Jesse gets challenged to a duel by some other guy in the secret society, and they literally have like old school like one-shot pistols, and they have a drummer like a drum line,
yeah.
and they take her 10 steps, and they turn around, and the guy shoots, and he misses him, and then he's trying to like dodge Jesse, so Jesse will miss him
Yeah, he was
with
like
the
running
bullet
back and forth, but it was like a 4-foot like width, like not really moving side
It's
to
like
side.
2 foot in either direction, and he was like spinning in a circle every once in a while.
Yeah.
When that was happening, I was like, all right. Like, Danny McBride is really like in mostly like TV form these days. He's really continuing the like Will Ferrell, like Lonely Island, like type, just like that awkward, silly.
Like, it's too long,
comedy.
but it's like it goes past the awkward.
Yeah.
And into the funny realm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and then they also just say things like offhandedly. Like if you're not even like listening, you don't hear them sometimes. They'll be like, "That's a really big gun," and then somebody like, "It's not that big of a gun." Well, they like say shit like that like all the time.
Like, yeah, when he was looking for a second, he was just looking around the room for a second, which apparently is part of the duel, and then asks like the 6-year-old kid that's sitting there.
Yeah, he's like, "How about you now?"
Yeah. But again, it was like to your point, it was just an offhand. Yeah.
So they do that. So then they do a duel. He wins technically. Jesse wins technically. But he shows that other guy mercy, whoever those people were, and then he quits.
And then they never reference the Secret Society ever again.
Never reference it again. That seems like a season 4
So first
thing.
button. There you go. Like first storyline tied up.
Yeah. And then they just kind of all decide to go to the. Why did they go to the summer house?
So Sean William Scott character Corey.
Yeah.
I can't tell if Megan Mulani's like, I think was like a family friend.
She's Corey's mom.
Yeah. So I think it was a family friend. Then you get to learn that her and John Goodman's character were like dating. So it was almost like are they like a potential adult stepbrother type thing?
Yeah.
But I think they were like just friends growing up. And he was down because I think they talk about, again, it's crazy because now watching the show, like a ton of spoilers, but Sean William Scott ended up like killing his dad to protect
Eli.
And I think he was down. So they're like, he's really down and he's not calling his mom. And then they have this like montage, like at the piano, like, let's take him to the lake house. It was like very Zoolander, like orange mocha frappuccinos. They start chanting lake house. And then they go to this house that I swear is probably like on Lake Minnetonka, and just, as you would imagine, this type of family.
It's 10 of my houses.
Yeah.
If it's a day.
Yeah. So
if there's one room in it, there's 10 houses in it.
So that's why they got out to the lake house to put him in a better mood.
Yeah. The only thing that happened notable before the lake house is that Judy brought BJ to go see Dr. Watson.
Yeah.
And we find out that Dr. Watson is this like little monkey that he used to own. And he's sad about.
I thought that was just like a funny name for him because I feel like sometimes monkeys just have funny names.
Yeah.
And then it turns out he's like an actual like caregiver because he apparently was taking care of BJ at some point, but then where they go find him, he was taking care of like a vet, and it's like just let the veteran have an animal companion who's helping him do dishes.
And this monkey knows and understands full English sentences.
Yeah. And I hate to say it because, again, I know a lot of people, but how he the monkey ignored BJ at first was a classic, like BJ thought the relationship was just strong and he's like, I want my monkey back. And then Judy got in the monkey's face, again, understanding English, was like, you piece of shit, you go to him, whatever.
Yeah.
And there's just something about her calling the monkey a cunt that I found really funny. And I don't know if it was just the angle of the camera or her face or delivery, but just being super serious and calling this little little marmoset, whatever,
tiny little monkey
a cunt is just really, really funny to me. I will say
it's a funny word.
I kept thinking though, the first episode, it was like the stereotypical religious family. Like they were saying bull dookie and trying not to swear.
Yeah. And
the amount of curse words and sex jokes, and so you could see the evolution of, all right, maybe we don't care, or I don't know if that's something happens during the series or that's just we're you know what, I don't think people care.
They swore in the first episode a lot to themselves.
Yeah.
It was mostly Jesse when he was getting blackmailed.
Yeah, and under his breath.
Yeah. But in this one they were just swearing to everybody.
Well, and all three of them were talking to Eli being like, hey, we like that you are getting your dick off and getting your nut.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, all three of them are talking to their pastor dad we're good that your dick works.
I'm pretty proud of the fact that you're this old and your dick still works.
Yeah. So it was just a really funny swing in character development.
Yeah. So they apparently take Dr. Watson back also from this vet.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I think Judy told the vet he has to wipe his own ass from here on out.
Yeah. And to be clear, not a vet as in a veterinarian with a monkey.
Yeah, like a
service member.
Yeah, thank you for your service, veteran.
And I think they showed he had a like leg prosthetic. So I'm just like, Jesus. It's like, ugh.
So then they go, apparently it's called Galilee Gulch.
Yeah.
Which is the summer house. And they're all sitting around doing, God, somebody was doing, so I don't remember who it was right away. Oh, it was Judy and Lori. Oh, no, yeah, Judy and Lori were just singing like a song.
And Lori's Megan
Mullally.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, yay, that was great. And then they're like, and Corey has like a thing that he wants to do now, and it'll be fun for him. And he comes down, they turn on Michael Jackson, and he's wearing like a Michael Jackson glove, pants, and
like authentic jacket.
Yeah. And he dances down the stairs, like his whole little routine. And that was the best part, because that was the first time we saw him.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that Sean William Scott?
And then that's where it took a turn, because then Calvin was like, oh, I'll buy that for me. And he goes, good, $7 million. And they all laugh. And he goes, no, I need to buy the Gator Farm. And I thought it had been like a secret to everyone that he killed his dad. He's like, I killed my dad for you. I'm like, oh, everyone knows and is completely fine with it.
Yeah.
And including his mom who's sitting there. But so that was like and I think that's where the episode turned into,
something we did not expect.
But also before that even got to the lake house, you got your prediction right.
Oh, because Kelvin and Keith are together. And can we take a minute to just say, damn, Keith.
Yeah, I got jacked.
You rock solid.
Yeah, it was very funny. The outfit he chooses throughout the episode is really funny. Like he's wearing at one point, I think, when they're out on the lake, a version of like a bro tank.
Except like
but the strap, like there's
where
a gap.
Where like the clavicle is.
So it's not even like at the shoulder. It's like just in front. And so then you're like, that has to be a plastic. I don't know. It was.
Yeah, because I couldn't. I was trying to look because I was like, is it like a see-through strap or is it like the top of his shirt like plastic and it's just like on him like a cowl?
Yeah, but yeah.
And then when they were in the treehouse when we first saw them, he was wearing like a one-shouldered kind of like overall, like puffy overall thing.
Yeah, so the outfit choices were fantastic. And then, side note, I also got one prediction right, and we found out during the duel, because like Eli goes to Jesse being like, well, and Gideon, he's a good man, or whatever. I'm like, ooh. So we got like both our predictions. I think we only got one, but
yeah, I think we only got one.
Both of them right within the first like 5 minutes of the show, and then the other 45 minutes just a complete strikeout.
Other 45 minutes was just me being like, is that Sean William Scott still? And damn, Keith, you're ripped.
Yeah.
And so then after Keith demands $7 million, they kind of like calm down, and like some people go on a boat, and then like the three siblings and Keith are just all hanging out in the house. And then Kelvin needs to go inside because he's got chocolate on his shirt.
Yeah,
but they keep making fun of him because he has shit on his shirt.
Yeah, but it was Keith feeding him Hershey Kisses during the quote-unquote talent show. So just, yeah.
So he goes inside, and then he thinks he sees his mom. That's random.
Yeah.
And then he goes into Corey's room, and he finds their dad's golden Bible that's been missing, that got stolen.
Which must be another story line that.
Yeah, but I just love that there's like they have a golden Bible.
Like a pocket book, yeah.
And then he runs outside to tell the other two siblings that that's happening. And then like, does he bring out the gun? Does Corey bring out the gun right there?
No, he goes into this whole kind of, again, spoiler warning to the listeners.
Well, they know what they're getting. They know what they're getting into.
Know. But that's when he goes into this whole tale of like him and his dad started this whole ex-boyfriend club, which is really, so apparently Corey's mom and dad must have divorced, but then his dad went like crazy, and every guy she dated, he ended up
Was that
like,
who he was killing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, which I think was why he was trying to kill Eli, because he called them the extra boyfriends, as in like he'd kill them and they would become her ex-boyfriend, obviously. So yeah, ton of exposition. Just here's why we did it, and here's why I did it, and then he just pretends to walk back inside like I'm gonna go now, because they all think he's gonna kill himself, and they're really worried he's gonna kill himself, mainly because then the property value will go down.
Yeah, they're mostly worried that if they find out someone got killed there.
Yeah.
And then then they run inside, and then Corey shows up and he shoots Judy.
Yep.
And then both the other two, Jesse and Kelvin, run away and like hide. And then it's just a couple minutes of Corey walking around with a gun shooting all of the other people.
Yeah, to red wine. Which is really funny. But
and then he like runs out of bullets when he's about to like kill Jesse. And he goes, I got something special for you. So he goes outside to the truck to get like an AR-15 or something
he has hidden.
And then in pure comedy, all of the siblings are still alive, and they're just dragging themselves with a bloody trail through the house.
Like
to
very
meet each other.
exaggerated army crawl. Like they can only use their hands.
Well,
and I'm like, Judy's only shot in the shoulder.
Judy gets shot in the
so I feel
right
like that
shoulder.
would be a lot worse than trying to
Way
stand
worse.
up, like trying to use.
Way worse. And then they're like, apparently they were trying to get to Jesse's handgun, which was in his carry-all.
Everyday satchel, which they mentioned. I feel like that joke's used a lot when like a man has like a fanny pack or an over-the-shoulder bag. Because it was like, well, get his purse, and he's like, it's not a purse.
Jerry Seinfeld had a man bag.
Yeah, I feel like
it's a joke as old as the 90s at least.
But seeing as Judy kept calling it purse, and then watching, I mean, that was the funniest part, was just watching Jesse's like, I think facial, like Danny McBride's facial expression acting during that was pretty top notch as well.
But they are laying on the ground because they're like, oh, none of us can make it upstairs, which once again, Judy got shot in the shoulder, so she should be able to use her legs. So she rings a little bell to get Dr. Watson, the monkey, down, and she tells him an entire, like, upstairs in Jesse's room in his purse, and then he's like, he's not going to know what you mean because it's not a purse. And they argue about it.
He's like, if we die, it's because you described it wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's okay.
And then they're like, go, and the monkey runs upstairs and grabs the bag, brings it down, and right as Corey gets back into the house, and then Jesse gets his gun out in time and shoots him in the head.
Yeah. And I during the episode, I went to Josh, I'm like, I don't know much about guns, but yeah, I shot him right in the temple, and then he proceeded to live for another like 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm like, I feel like everything I would know, but
yeah, I mean, hey, people have been shot in the head and survived.
People been shot,
but they even did point out, because they're like, I think Corey goes, I think he just grazed me, and then like a huge burst of blood came out, and they're like, oh no, you're gonna die.
You're definitely.
They were all just like, no, you're dead.
Yeah.
And then they kind of made up, I guess, sort of.
Yeah, they like prayed over him or something. Yeah, but
yeah, and then we cut, and it was Keith and Kelvin's wedding.
Just a nice little bow. So
yeah, and everyone got a party, and that's just kind of like sent off for everybody. All the main characters were there.
Yep.
Oh, and then Lori and
the very end.
Eli at the very end just like met up because Eli was about to leave on a boat, be an old man in the sea, and then she was like, "You need a first mate," and then made a 69 joke, and then that was the end of the show.
And there you go. That is Righteous Gemstones.
What do you think? Is this you got to watch another 42 episodes or something like that?
Yeah, I think this. I mean, this was on my list, like even before tonight. But watching the first, I will say I don't know if it like watching it. I would imagine I have bigger payoffs with the series finale.
Yeah,
but there's been other shows I've done here where I'm like the series finale ties up, but also can be a standalone episode. And I'm like, this one, I feel like the jokes weren't there as well. So again, I mean, I could see 5 or 6 different storyline tie-ups, which again, as a series finale, you would hope they would.
Yeah, clearly we don't know Secret Society, why there's a golden Bible.
Yeah. So, but it makes me intrigued and really want to know all the storylines. So yeah, I will definitely at one point get around to watching the rest of it.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think this is good, subtle, and not subtle at all, over the top comedy kind of all wrapped into one. It's smart, it's fun. And, pokes fun at giant, awful televangelist church people. So
which is, I feel like they didn't touch on at all in like the final episode.
No, I feel like
besides like the prayer at the end.
They clearly have a ton of money still.
Yeah.
But they were like, the only thing they mentioned church-wise is right at the beginning in Secret Society, they're talking about opening like mall, like
apparently Jesse opened a ton of mini mall
churches. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really the only thing they were talking about. And Eli like pretty much said nothing about church.
Yeah, so he must have retired or something like. But I think I heard something, but I think it kind of goes into the predictions that.
Yeah. So I think I might hit up. Oh, Gideon was there, right? From the missing boy from the first episode, but we didn't really interact with him at all.
You can tell it's him. One, because I looked up the character IMDb, so I was like, all right, that actor is him. But all his other kids are like MIA.
Yeah.
But I also don't know. I couldn't tell if the kid sitting next to Gideon was Pontius or like his gay boyfriend. Because it was like, if it's his brother, but there's a lot of. It was weird. So I don't know. Again, I'll have to find out.
They were just all in the background.
Yeah.
So those kids didn't matter right now anyway. Okay, so let's figure out how we did. What were your predictions and what'd you get right?
Yes, my predictions. First one, I thought we were going to get an 11th hour. So my first one was John Goodman dies, and at the very end, there was like this speech that clearly, apparently, was a letter that John Goodman's wife wrote.
Yeah, his first.
But I thought it sounded like Judy reading it.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought we were going to really, at the very last moment, jump to like his gravestone.
Yeah.
Because it was like this obviously the wedding, and they're showing a montage of dancing, and we're family in here, and John Goodman, had the shot of like him smiling because all of his kids are now married and this and that. And I'm like, oh, it's easily leading to. So I thought it was going to last second death, but then nope, the lonely man in the sea and all that. So the second one was Judy becomes leader of the church. I feel like I heard one throwaway line that Calvin's now the leader of the church. Again, I thought
could be.
I could have sworn I heard a line. Again, it was very subtle, but regardless, I can't confirm that she is or isn't. So I'm gonna guess that's a no. Like I mentioned earlier, Gideon comes back or will come back. Again, looking at IMDb and seeing how many episodes the actor's in, I think he comes back in like episode 3 or 4. So I feel like that was just too much of a gimme. And then at the end, they get audited and lose everything. I did not expect them to almost all die, and I would have argued that they lost everything. But negative, they all live. They live happily ever after, and they definitely did not get audited. So I got 1 point to add to this season's total, which gets me up to, I think, 1.
Nice. Way to go.
Woo.
1 more point than I got last week, I'll tell you that. But this week, my first one, I said Eli is dead or gone. He's neither. He was in this whole episode fully alive. That's a bummer. But number 2, I said Kelvin and Keith, heart emoji.
And you got it.
And I got it, and they got married. They really
had an arrow through that heart. Like that was a love story for the ages, it seemed like.
Should have wrote 4 heart emojis, 2 on each side of their names. And then an arrow as the ampersand in the middle.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
nice.
that would have been wild. But I'll take that point. And number 3, I said we witness a miracle. All 3 kids survive. No,
you said it during the episode, and I'm like, damn it, it's going to happen where they're like, all 3 of them live. They're like, it's going to be a miracle if we all survive. And I'm like, that one line will get them a point for sure. But nope, never technically referenced.
No, they didn't say it. I was really hoping that when they survived, they were going to like have a speech and say like, it's a miracle. But as long as they said it, I was going to fight for it, but nothing. And then my last one, I said Jesse retreats to a foreign nation, but it seems like he's in good standing, at least with the U.S. government, or any form of law enforcement. So that's not 1, but I will take my 1 point.
I am intrigued though, because obviously in both episodes we watched, he killed someone. One, I mean, obviously you could argue self-defense.
Yeah, the van.
Yep.
The van one.
I was thinking the bullet to the head of the guy. Oh yeah,
no,
yeah. Clearly the van was self-defense. But. So I'm intrigued again to watch this show and be like, That'd be a really funny running gag where if like at the end of the series you're like, he actually racked up like 45 kills.
Killed one.
And he's just walking around like
no one cares.
So
he's like reverse Kenny in South Park.
Yeah.
He kills somebody
kills
in every episode.
I mean, Sean William Scott character turns out not probably in the whole series, but it made it seem like they got a young actor to play obviously a younger Corey. And Josh, it was like, it's pretty funny because we've seen younger Sean William Scott, and this kid was nothing.
Yeah,
like, you think they could find a better
everybody
casting.
in the world knows exactly what Sean William Scott looked like at the age he was basically trying to portray.
Which is what he looks like now.
We've all seen American Pie. We know exactly what he's supposed to look like. And it's really funny because that kid looked nothing like him.
Yep.
So there's got to be one because and that character didn't do anything. He didn't like say anything really. He just kind of stood there, the young Corey.
Oh, yeah.
He just kind of stood there next to his dad while his dad did stuff.
Yeah, it was like, basically like watching years of his dad killing people.
Just like
turned him into a killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like you couldn't have just Googled like or just asked someone like talent agencies. We need a mildly talented actor who looks like a young Sean William Scott. That guy is out there.
Thinking about it now, though, I don't think the actor said anything. So one, it'd be really funny if he didn't get paid at all because there is something about like you have to say something, and so I'm like, what if it was probably like a producer's kid or be like, hey, we can get you in it, but you can't say anything.
Say anything,
you will not get it done. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Cool. All right. Well. I suppose that's going to do it for us in Righteous Gemstones.
Righteous.
Jeff, thanks for filling in.
Yeah, again, this was the plan all along, was to phase Jim out so I could eventually just take the spot on a weekly basis, and we're just, we're getting inching closer. So just kidding, Jim. Love ya.
Step 1 activated and complete.
He's going to listen to this and like next week and he's like, God damn it, I'm going to just...
Well, we'll see if Jimmy's here next week. It's really...
Sure. He's at a lake house.
Maybe something happens. Maybe the boat sinks.
Yeah. Maybe he finds a golden Bible in someone's bag. Who knows?
Maybe he finds a gun.
Who knows?
Listeners, if you want Jimmy back, you can hit us up at FNL Podcast on the Gmail, on the Twitter, on the Instagram. But seriously, let us know what you think about Righteous Gemstones and... give us some show suggestions. Tell us what to watch next. Jeff, thanks again.
Oh, always fun.
Yeah, good to have you. But that's going to do it for us this week. We'll see you again next week. Goodbye. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and we're going to start over.
Okay. Oh.
Because it was so bad.